This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. We appreciate that we're going to get to see even more of what you guys have been doing with AEW, because as you and I are dropping this episode, everybody's hearing it. Tomorrow night is the very first Rampage. Of course, last night was Dynamite in Pittsburgh, but tomorrow night it's Rampage in Pittsburgh. It's a live program, man. This is it's going to be fun. I mean, not just the first AEW show, but the second AEW show on a weekly basis. Tickets have just gone bananas in Chicago, and now tomorrow night, Pittsburgh. Here we go.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's good. Our brand, the AEW brand, has probably grown more and gained more notoriety in the last month than perhaps it has since the inception, since the launch. The ticket sales, like you mentioned, Chicago, New York, these major markets where people can make decisions on doing a lot of different things, is there. We're doing well. So ticket sales are great. And Pittsburgh is good. And golly, the Arthur Ashe Stadium is looking phenomenal. Chicago's events are going to be big time with some major attractions and all that good stuff. So I'm very excited about this, but again, as the old timer has, it's got one little negative. You still got to go through the TSA line. You still got to get on an airplane and endure, because the flights are packed.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're thinking about jumping on an airplane, and it being very wide open, it was that way a few months ago because I was on those planes, hardly anybody on them. Now there's hardly ever an empty seat. So it's just one of those major deals you deal with. But nonetheless, I'm excited about all these upcoming events, and the potential for some dream matches and some powerhouse cards exist for real. And I think that's going to be great. Our roster gets stronger. That's kind of what we're looking for. So all good, buddy. All good. Life is good. And I'm happy about the little things, like a seasoning being back in stock.
There you go. JRsBBQ.com. In case you've missed it, go pick it up. Now it's available in 2 sizes, same size you've been getting it, but now you got the whole family size deal. And before we clicked record today, you were telling me that this stuff's flying off the shelves faster than ever right now.
Yeah, we've ordered a ton, and it's selling like crazy. It really is. That's not just hyperbole, to the point to where I'm encouraging my people in Oklahoma to get that second order put in. Let's go. We're not going to run out of nothing ever again if we keep from it.
Right.
And that's why we changed manufacturers of the seasoning, and with the same company that's going to make the JR's Red Ass hot sauce. So the seasoning is done. We're going to make sure we don't run out. It's selling like crazy. It tastes great. Still very universally utilized if you choose to. And then, of course, the hot sauce will be out in a few weeks. And I think that's going to take off as well, because people have been asking about the hot sauce. Well, I got the first test model. It's in my refrigerator right now here in Jacksonville. And man, it's pretty damn good. I'm just going to tell you, people go try it for themselves, and they'll say it's this, that. I don't think they were going to say it's not hot enough.
Right.
Because Red Ash JR's hot sauce is just that, hot, and it's flavorful. So it leaves that nice little aftertaste that you always look for, those kind of things. So it's a very fun time. I'm having a blast, good time. So, and then there's Terry Taylor.
He is our subject today. We're so excited to be talking about Terry Taylor. Next week, we're going to be talking about all things SummerSlam 1996. In 2 weeks, we'll talk about the SmackDown series debut. I guess technically that's the second episode. The first episode was a bit of a pilot, but let's jump into why we're here. I feel strongly that saving money is important. If it's not something we worry about now, boy, we are really going to worry about it later. And I want to help you get out of debt faster and do it with cheaper monthly payments. I'm talking to you if you're in a 30-year loan. Now is the time to take years off of your loan. We're routinely helping our listeners cut 5, 10, even 15 years off their loan. And you can do this without perfect credit, with no money out of pocket. You've just got to start at SaveWithConrad.com.
I'm enjoying my life in AEW a great deal. Things are good. So, and this should be a most interesting show. I think you termed it perfectly before we started recording that this could be one of our better sleeper shows.
Yes, sir.
Because I was when he first told me we were going to do a Terry Taylor show, I thought to myself, well, goddamn, that's about as stimulating as oatmeal with nothing on it. But I'm willing to play along with Conrad. He's the booker. And so, I do what the booker tells me. So it should be an interesting show. There's a lot to unpack here, Conrad.
Yes, there is.
There's a lot to unpack here. So there you go. And your buddies there in Birmingham did a good job on an interview I did with them here a while back. I wanted to thank the Cole and
McElroy.
McElroy. They did a nice job. They were prepared. They were respectful. They didn't look down at me because I was a wrestling carny, wrestling person. We talked OU football and OU going to the SEC. So I told those guys, I said, you guys, I heard it when coming on the air when you introduced me. It's the Texas OU coming to the SEC. I said, why is it always Texas and OU?
Right.
I said, Texas hasn't won a game since won a conference title since Conrad weighed 205. Got all turned around here, fellas. But anyway, they were good. And this Oklahoma to SEC dialogue is everlasting. People are talking about it more and more every day. And I'm just looking forward to when they release a schedule at some point in time. I don't know how you can get divorced from somebody, and I know about divorce. I don't know how you have a divorce and continue to live with their person.
Yeah.
For another 3 years. So it's going to be, OU will be the definitive heels on the road. They'll help sell more tickets. People will pay money just like they would a great wrestling heel, a wrestling villain, to see them get their ass beat when they come to their campus. I said, so they'll keep the emotion and all that into the equation, but it should be fun to see how it all continues to evolve and how the schedule works out. Because that's what I'm most concerned about. Not concerned. I'm interested in finding out how the league's going to be divvied up.
Yep.
And who's going to play who when, and if there's a cube or this is our pod, and whatever. I don't know how they're going to do it. There's a way of doing it, obviously.
Yes.
And so we'll see how it works out. But it's going to create a lot of great home attractions, I think, for fans to invest in, and it should be a lot of fun. But anyway, those guys are big fans of yours and big fans of the your podcast network and the ad-free network, all that good stuff. So they represented Alabama very well, and from what you tell me, they're the big ratings guys around.
Oh yeah, man. Clearly the biggest sports talk radio show in the whole state. And I know they appreciate you coming on. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at savewithconrad.com.